Just gonna start doing a build series on my car here. Can't really find any others like it. And if there is, it's just only a video of it running. And it's maybe one or two different cars. This is a 2003 745i BMW. It did have a 4.4, I think, V8 in it. They're known for blowing up, valve seals problems, and the trannies are known for leaking from everywhere they can. So car's got, I think, 102,000 miles on it. I traded a AK-47 and a bunch of ammo for the whole car. When I first got it, it just had a 72,000 mile LM7 and a 4L60E in it. Someone already made the motor mounts and made a transmission cross member, and it had a 4L60E in it. I got rid of the automatic trans, don't want that. I got a CDO9 out of I think it's a 2005 or 2006 350Z. I'm going to be cutting the front of the bell housing off that and getting a FabBot adapter kit and clutch kit for this. The LM7 in here is going to stay factory small bore. I got Icon forged pistons, Eagle rods that are matched to the exact weight of the factory pistons and rods, between 2 to 3 grams. So I'm not even going to have the motor balanced unless it was 10 grams over or 10 grams under. Should be perfectly fine. Turbo I'm running is a Turbonetics dual ball bearing 7875. Made a nice little mount off the head right here. BTR equalizer manifold, CX Racing throttle body. I think this is a Treadstone TR 1245 1000 horsepower intercooler. Big B Cool brand. I think this is like a F-body Camaro SS radiator. Dual 44 millimeter VS wastegates. Like the video I just posted earlier, I got a 60 millimeter HPI blow-off valve. Stock truck manifolds with V-bands welded on them. Front's gonna be ICT billet Camaro accessories. Probably gonna do 120 pound injectors, either one big 450 or 525 Walbro pump, or maybe dual 340s. I haven't decided on it yet. Probably gonna try to use the factory tank. I got a Holley Terminator X for this Gen 3. Probably gonna end up getting a Pro Dash, probably the 7-inch one for it. I've already got the 3.5-inch downpipe already made down there and down. I stopped after that because I don't know exactly where the starter is because the trans is not in it right now. I still need to get my adapter kit for the tranny. Drive shaft. I need to figure out where I'm going to put a clutch pedal in this thing. Interior is really nice. It smells like a fucking German leather car. I feel like it's got a lot of ashtrays. I don't know why. There's a lot of ashtrays. Got these really nice, I forget what they're called, like Baron. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Wheels. Staggered fitment. The backs are 10.5s. The fronts are 8.5s or 9s. I can't remember. It's got Nitto Invo tires all the way around. I'm probably going to end up changing the front bumper, get some new headlight lenses. I'm going to have since the car, you would think because this car is so big, it would be very heavy. It's not. It's only about like 3,600, maybe 3,700 pounds. And after I've taken all the AC and the lighter transmission, the engine probably weighs about almost the same as the BMW one. I'm still going to be about 500 pounds lighter than the factory, so I'm probably going to be right around that 37 to 3,800 pound mark. Still probably keep the battery in the trunk. Got to figure out gas pedal too, drive shaft, These cars never came manual, so I'll probably have the only manual one in the world. Still kind of putting my build together. It's gonna have a sloppy stage 2 cam. I haven't decided whether I want to use the factory 706 heads or if I want to get like some ported or some ported maybe 241 heads or maybe just some stock 243 heads. I don't want to get nothing too high flow, to be honest, because this turbo's ball bearing is gonna spin up really fast. Even with the small bore, I'm probably gonna eventually trade out this exhaust housing from a 90.96. I want like a 125, but I'm gonna have to find someone. I'm pretty sure the exhaust compressor wheel is it's got like a different kind of taper to it that Turbonetics and Precision only I think do, because Precision owns Turbonetics now. And to be honest with you, after I bought this, they stopped selling them. They don't have them for sale no more for some reason. That turbo was $690 with shipping. They didn't charge tax. It was $714 for a dual ball bearing 7875 billet wheel turbo. Came with gaskets, ball bearing, turbo oil restrictor already on it. Got a new balancer for it, oil pump, valve springs, push rods, engine bearings, basically everything to redo the whole internals except for the crankshaft on this. And I'm probably gonna, like I said, go with the FabBot adapter kit for the CD09 and get their 1,000 horsepower Cyber clutch that they make, and that should be plenty. I'm aiming for somewhere between 700 to 800. I don't particularly want 800, and I particularly want somewhere over 7. I think it would be funny if it had 745 horsepower and it was a 745i. I thought that'd be funny. Definitely going to change to a different kind of front bumper. They have a Duraflex front bumper that's like a newer style. I think M5 or M3 style. Has a lot more airflow through for my intercooler. Not that I'm going to have probably any problems with that intercooler. It's very big, 4.5 inch thick. It's a Treadstone TR 1245. But gonna hopefully get some more work on this thing done. Was gonna at least get my pipe cut open here, some of the intercooler's pipes cut, so I can go and get them welded. I do not TIG weld aluminum, unfortunately, so I have a friend that does it for me. So I need the one pipe down here, a little piece welded on it, and then I need these two pieces welded together right here. I have to cut this one back because it's too long, and then cut a big hole right here, and then mount that blow-off valve right there. Have the blow-off valve pipe welded to it, and then the pipe welded to the flange, and then I can bolt the blow-off valve on there. But it's a little shot of the turbo through there. But it's been a pretty fun build so far. And when I got it also, it had, I think, I sold the LS1 manifold that used to be on this. It's still got like the factory LS swap wiring harness and computer that's over there. Right there, yeah. And I'm not using that. I didn't feel like it. I've done a few LS swaps, and the Terminator kits seem really user friendly and easy to kind of get going. And in the spirit of, I traded a AK-47 and a bunch of ammo for this. I traded a AR pistol for the Terminator, straight up, brand new in the box. And also I sold another AR-15 rifle I had and bought the turbo, the pipe for the downpipe, the wastegate, the crossover pipes, and some of the intercooler pipes with the money from I sold from that gun. So I'm 3 guns into this and a couple grand so far. But it's sitting kind of weird because, like I said, it's a lot less weight than it usually is. So like the suspension is fully flexed up, is why I wanted to go to the D2 coilovers. I want to kind of set it not super low, but I don't want it to sit up all high and look weird like that. It's going to have a 3.5-inch exhaust all the way back out to the muffler. Actually, never mind, no muffler until the bumper out back. Here's some other pieces. Car's been sitting a little while, some cobwebs and shit. When I get the engine out, put it on the engine stand over there, I'm gonna scrub everything down in the bay and wash it out. Ironically, I don't like silver cars, but I keep somehow ending up with a silver car. I'm probably gonna have like the whole car like wet sanded to death and re-cleared or something. The paint on the sides is pretty decent. There's no major dings. There's a dent over by the taillight on the rear passenger side, but the clear coat on the top is cracking and needs re-cleared, to be honest with you. But probably gonna go with some LS3 style coil packs, the raised Holley valve covers, a little bit cleaner look. Probably gonna do the engine block like the BMW color of the sign, where it's white and like a light baby blue kind of color, just to kind of keep with the BMW theme. And stuff will be all black and silver, and I'll paint like the block white and the valve covers blue or something of that nature. Not try to be too racerish with it, but throw a little splash of color in there somewhere instead of it just being, I don't want this thing to be a sleeper. Probably eventually get a different set of wheels. These wheels are kind of temporary, but always loved how the back of the quarter panel looks on these. I don't feel like opening my garage right now. Mosquitoes would eat me alive, but just working on this in my spare time, and she's coming along. Thinking about selling my bike right here to fund the rest half of the project, but nobody's bringing me any money for it, so probably just gonna keep it. Just take me a little bit longer to slowly save up the money till I can get old girl done here. But a bunch of trash in here. My lawnmower, car's super dirty. There's the universal gas pedal thing that they gave me with the car when I got it. Don't think it's gonna work, but it should be nice. I should probably post a video of me taking the motor out of this and doing the engine build on the stand. Probably post a video too of me doing the adapter kit from FabBot. I know there's a bunch of different kits out there, but I've looked at all of them, and the only one that has like every single thing included is that one. And to be honest with you, I think it's the better version. The other ones use a T56 bell housing. This one uses a real cheap 4L60 bell housing, and I can use my factory starter. So it saves me money there, and it's kind of like a almost all completely included kit other than the yoke off the transmission, and you can still get that from them. So, but hope somebody likes this. There's not many of them been done. I've only maybe seen 3 other ones that have been done, but I can't speak for everyone in the world. But I've been searching extensively for the last year online and cannot find anybody else that is doing this kind of BMW swap. It's always the 3 Series or the 5 Series, and the 7 Series they never do anything with, because they figure it's a big old fat pig of a car, and this thing would need so much to get to move fast. I seriously doubt that. And for the diff, I'm going to use the M5 V10 version of the rear LSD. It's the exact same size casing as mine, but it's an LSD, and the axle should fit it also, so it should be almost a direct bolt in for this. And I don't have to worry about the speedometer on the gauges working. I'm going to have a Holley Pro Dash, so it'll have a GPS speedometer in it and everything else. But it's been a pretty fun build so far. Little hiccups come here and there. I imagine I'm going to get some big hiccups when I start to try to figure out where and how the clutch pedal is going to be and all that jazz, but I'm still chugging along. But I got plans. I left enough room in here to where if I wanted to, I could go to like a T4 T6 hybrid BorgWarner style turbo, so I still got enough room to upgrade eventually if I needed to, and then I could just either make a new downpipe or adapt my downpipe to it. So try to leave room to grow in my setup. So, but it should be pretty good. Both the dump tubes kind of point towards each other at the bottom right here. Both kind of come down right there, point at the ground. Nice stainless 2 1/4. And then flange welded right here, and then mounted off of this plate I made out of scraps. Literally piece of square tube that's pretty decently thick walled. Mount the turbo. Fucker's nice and sturdy. I ain't got to worry about the hanging weight of the turbo cracking all the welds on the crossover. Got the nice flex section in there so it can flex between the two sides if it needed to expand and contract. But I'll be posting some more progress videos of this thing soon.